I have been playing video games for as long as I can remember. I'm almost 27 now, and my taste in games is changing. For the most part growing up, I was addicted to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. Those were the good old days. But since those days, I've been playing every first-person shooter just to try and bring me the same amount of joy as they once did. Now I've decided it's time to move on. I have a shelf that throughout the years I've had games added to it for when this exact moment happens. And the first game that was added to that shelf was Skyrim. Now before this video begins, this is a blind playthrough. Catering to the first time experience, I have a few things that I want to follow. I will not be watching any guide videos, any tip videos, or doing any Googling. I just purely want to experience Skyrim for the first time without any direction. So from what I've gathered so far, is we are currently being held prisoner with some people affiliated with the rebellion, called the Stormcloaks. The one with his mouth tied up seems to be the leader of the rebellion, and we are quite possibly just kinda caught in the crossfire. The place that we have arrived in is called Helgen, and we are possibly here to meet our end. The introduction to character creation is amazing. Outside of being a prisoner, there were a lot of races to choose from, all bringing their own unique trait to the table. Some that stood out to me were, I'm sorry if I pronounce these wrong, Argonian, natural resistance to diseases, breathe underwater, and also regenerate health quickly. A Brenton offers resistance to magic and can call upon dragon skin to absorb spells. A Khajiit, excellent thieves due to being quick and agile, but can also see in the dark. Orc, known for their craftsmanship, and something called Berserker's Rage, which sounds terrifying. There are also 3 types of elves, all unique in their own ways, but I would actually like to stay away from them for my first playthrough. Being the anime fan that I am, when I think of elves, I think of overpowered, which is not how I intend my first playthrough to go. So I chose something basic. Sorry, Nords. Who is a great warrior and offers resistance to cold. After a brief decisions and choosing my race and features, you meet the Nord named Larson. We are 10 minutes into the game and I'm already facing one of my biggest obstacles. I am notorious for being a dialogue skipper, but if I really want to immerse myself into the lore of Skyrim, I need to do my best and listen to everything. As it became my turn to accept death, a dragon attacked, causing mayhem in Helgen. To survive, I followed the Stormcloak Rebellion members, evading dragonfire after dragonfire, and eventually made our way to a keep. My hands are bound, so there's not a lot I can do, but at least for now I have escaped the dragon attack. But man, does this place look cool. My only dungeon experiences come from Diablo, which, for lack of better words, doesn't really give you the full experience, and old school RuneScape, which is a game that I hold dearly. It's amazing. I got nothing bad to say.
You may as well take on your skier. He won't be needing it anymore.
Ooh, okay. Alright, also, I guess I can drag his body as well. Thank you for your item, sir.
It's the escaped prisoners.
I mean, you're not wrong. Alright, let's see how this goes. Stamina is low. I expected a stamina bar in a game such as this. Okay, even though I'm blocking, I'm still taking damage. Just minor, a little bit of damage, so I'm finding it better to swing and back up. Brother, there is not no yielding here. Sorry, that second one was for safety measures. I'm gonna loot your body real quick and just take everything you own. Thank you, pal. And that was my first taste of combat in Skyrim.
Maybe one of these Imperials had
I know I just took her life and robbed her of everything on her person. I'm just kind of shocked at the after scene. I didn't know what to expect. I feel as if most games leave items everywhere for detail, and the amount of interactable items in this area is something I can really appreciate. I have absolutely no idea if any of these items will be worth a damn, but I am totally going to follow the pick up now and drop later rule. Deeper in the cave, I discovered that lock picking is a thing in Skyrim, which is insanely awesome, actually. I kid you not, I avoided Skyrim like the plague, because I never thought that I would play this game, so I really do not know what to expect. My expectations are low. Like how Skyrim actually has a carry weight feature for your inventory, causing you to slow down and not be able to run. So I dropped all 5 daggers that I probably won't need. The deeper I explore this cave, the more I see awful things. The people down here are labeled Imperials and Torturers. I can't tell if they're in on it together or separate, but the amount of skeletons sitting in a hanging cage is crazy. Like, how long has this been going on? Damn. Skyrim NPCs really know how to handle themselves. That is very much unlike other games. I am used to the Call of Duty bot experience. What's with them saying enough or I yield? Like, you are far beyond the point of mercy, my guy. Imperial gear doesn't seem to be great, but some of them do have a decent amount of value that maybe I can sell once I'm out of here. Decided to try out my bow for the first time. Obviously, how close that was, I can't tell if I needed to shoot on target or lead my arrow, but I can totally see myself keeping a bow on me. If I had to put myself into my character's shoes right now, I would be petrified. Caves are not for me in the slightest, but it was also kind of like go cave diving or fight a dragon. So I do have to weigh out my options. And then a real life fear happened. Spiders. I have one rule about spiders. You can live in my house as long as I don't see you. And if you're caught, you're dead. Just seeing these guys gives me the heebie-jeebies. But it does show potential for future battles with creatures. I mean, there are dragons after all. And then I seen a bear.
Might take her by surprise. Go ahead. I'll follow your lead and watch your back.
I tried sneaking for the first time, which I would call it a success. But I also got way too impatient and just wanted to kill the bear. I don't think it would be that easy, but I've also never killed a bear in real life. After taking out a bear, it was time to enter Skyrim. That's when I was faced with a pop-up asking about survival mode. After reading that it adds the need to eat, sleep, and stay warm, I decided I would opt into the challenge, as it adds a sense of realism to the game. What I did not read was the additional challenges it offers, but mama ain't raising no. After dropping almost everything I owned because of the carry weight that was cut in half due to survival mode, I was making my way to the destination while soaking up my surroundings. The amount of effort put into Skyrim really shows, and it's something that I really haven't had time to take in and experience. Utilizing my bow and then being able to pause the game and switch to my sword and shield is a big bonus to Skyrim's combat system. Is it really realistic? Obviously not, but it allows the chance to use all the weapons in your arsenal, and it is a video game. Oh shit, fatigue? You are tired, which reduces your total available magicka, represented by the dark region in the bar. Sleep in a bed to reduce your fatigue, so this is an element added because of survival. Sleeping indoors allows for more of a restful sleep than sleeping outdoors. That is good to know. Arriving in Riverwood, we met with Rolof's sister, Gerder, I think that's her name, who didn't believe me when I said I knew her brother.
No, sorry. But in times like these, I can't just take the word of a stranger who wanders into town claiming to be my brother's friend.
Only after realizing that I do know her brother, she sent us out on our next mission.
We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Before heading out to Whiterun, I wanted to explore Riverwood a bit more. I decided to look around. I entered a shop, which the owner was in a heated argument.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do?
I don't know what you
Let's
overheard,
hear
but
it.
the Riverwood trade... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
And then I learned about bartering. Items above the divider line belong to the vendor, and below the line belongs to us. Oh, so it just kind of explains what I'm looking at, basically telling us that we can buy and sell. I can't really tell what's worth buying yet, but I did stumble across a fishing rod, which should come in handy with having to feed myself. Nothing else tickled my fancy, so I continued on. Oh, what the hell? Skyrim has dogs? I don't know why I'm surprised about this. The game having dogs is nothing because it does have dragons. Okay, the hair on the cow is whack, but I can appreciate the small movements. The mouth, the ear movements. I do wonder if eventually I can raise my own farm animals in the future, because if I'm able to have a house and have a farm and be able to feed myself, on the regular, have a little bit of land, you know what I'm saying? Just don't even know where the best place to settle down is, if you can even do that. Ah, so this is Roloff's sister's house. I didn't see anybody. Oh, you can actually sit in a chair? I helped her brother. I deserve that slice of bread. And then I tried to go use my fishing rod.
You just find that lying around? Must be your lucky day.
What the hell is that about? After clicking buttons, searching in the menu for a use option, I discovered fishing supplies. With opting in for survival mode, I need to discover how to cook, where I can sleep, and ways to stay warm. So I entered it in hopes of finding some answers.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
I don't know how cooking works. Come to find out, cooking works the exact same way fishing does. And I only discovered this by entering the local's home. But at least I now know how to feed myself.
You need to leave.
After being told how I needed to leave, I decided to embark on my journey and left early to Whiterun, which wasn't that far away, but I did get to see quite a spectacle. You are cold, which reduces your total health represented by the dark region in the health bar. Cold can also cause you to move slowly. Stand near a fire or a warmer area to warm up. A sun or snowflake icon near the compass indicates if you're getting warmer. You can also slow down how quickly you become cold by wearing armor with high warmth, eating hot soup, or by holding a torch. Obviously, adding a warmth rating to armor to combat the cold was a good idea. Holding a torch to be warmer makes sense. But the fact that they added eating a hot bowl of soup can help your warmth rating, that's some next level stuff. The Whiterun stables discovered. I'm assuming this is at least horse transportation in the game? Gotta have some sort of transportation, which could come in handy in the future depending how traveling goes. If I have to do a mission on one end of the map and then the other part of the mission is on the other side of the map, going ever on foot might suck a little bit. And then there's a possibility of owning my own horse. That's pretty cool.
You need to leave.
I really do feel like that you need to leave is just programmed in, or, well, maybe they're closed. It is a little dark outside. I'm pretty sure I'm not heading to the entrance of Whiterun where I need to be, but a little bit of exploration ain't ever hurt nobody. White Watchtower discovered. Ooh, obviously something is going on down here. Bandits. Pause. I just discovered that Armored had a warmth rating, which if you remember, survival adds the need to stay warm. So technically we haven't found a solution to staying warm, but we've discovered what staying warm revolves around, and that is choice of gear. Which, to be fair, unless warm clothing don't weigh that much, I don't think I'm going to sacrifice an armor rating for warmth.
You shouldn't leave weapons laying around. Someone could get hurt. And if I see you do it again, that someone will be you.
Damn, I would not expect being told that in a video game, honestly. Like, wow, I'm a little shocked, honestly. Fighting off those bandits, I leveled up a skill, which I happened to notice a skills tab next to the item tab. Oh wow, constellations. And each skill has their own. I'm reading these way faster than I can say them, but it is cool to see a lot of skills. I grew up playing RuneScape, which has unique skills in their own way, but for Skyrim, I'm actually gonna have to look into what these skills mean and do. For now, let's just enter Whiterun.
About official business only.
The fact that I'm given 3 different tactics upon entry is amazing. Persuasion, bribery, and intimidation. I bet they create scenarios where all 3 tactics will be used throughout this game. After entering Whiterun, we headed straight towards our destination, which is Jarl, to relay the information of the dragon attack, where I'm already being guided towards my next mission.
There is another thing you could do for me.
Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Apparently, I'm being sent on some wild goose hunt for an ancient stone tablet that may or may not even be there at Bleak Falls Barrow. But as usual, we have a couple things to take care of before we can embark on our journey. You know, we do have the need to sleep in a bed, replenish our food supply, and, you know, maybe just browse a few more shops before we go. And took on another side quest. Apparently, someone is harassing Carletta here, so it's time to go handle some business. After winning that brawl, we were awarded 250 gold coins for our services. That is some fast money right there. Alright, it's about time that we leave Whiterun and head towards Bleak Falls Barrow. We watched that group of people kill a giant, so now it's time to see if we can do it solo. Arrows are doing damage, but not as much as I would like. Distance is probably my best bet, but I do want to try a sword. Shield, shield, shield. Oh my god. He is kind of scary looking. Oh, these trees are helping. Damn, I stood no chance to that motherfucker. Maybe I should have played the trees with my bow. This time, avoiding the giant, I actually made it to Bleak Falls, where I ran into a few bandits outside of it. One bandit. 2 bandit. 3 bandit. Well, let's have the wild goose chase begin. Upon fighting more bandits, we became level 2, which I don't know what that does for us at this moment. Deeper within the cave, we came into our first puzzle room, which was made super easy at first, so after finding out I had to spin the pillars, I was quickly allowed to continue. Great. I just learned a new spell, and I don't even know how to use spells yet. Obviously, they're in the game because we have magicka. I should probably look into this. Thinking a scroll of fireball was something to hold with unlimited cast, I quickly found out it was a one-time use. This reminds me of the web to RuneScape's Wilderness, where you have to slash it apart with a sword. Oh, hell no. Brother, what is with the love of spiders? That is the biggest spider I've seen yet. It actually might not even be able to get me in here. Alright, well, don't stand in one spot. Not there. Yes, okay, the spider is too big to enter. So again, we are going to be playing our environment. The heebie-jeebies are back. I just felt some shivers. Who is screaming in there? The spider keeps running back to that wall. Spider, how about you stay over there? Stay over there and just let me shoot you with my arrows. Oh shit, there is somebody tied up there. We are going to win this fight with my 79 arrows and running back and forth, but it just might take a while. After about 2 more minutes of going back and forth, we finally managed to take the spider down. As cool as it would be to live in a fantasy world, things like this remind me I am okay. Alright, give me a second, I'll cut you down.
You fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
Hell no. You get back here. You have what I need. Alright, fine. You want an arrow in the back then? Damn it. I feel like that first one should have hit. Okay, he's fighting a Draugr. Just let me kill this one first. Oh, it sounded like he just died. Damn, he did. I actually don't even know if he held a weapon to fight them. I don't know if he had one to begin with. One-handed increase to 25. Alright, let's see if he has my treasure. Golden Claw. Completed. Retrieve Golden Claw. Find the secret to Bleak Falls Barrow. So the Golden Claw must have been what we were here for, but I still need to find the secret, unless that was the secret. This cave was not easy, and this is the first true cave I have entered, so I'm a little worried about the future. I felt like Subaru Natsuki. I had the power to return by death. I died a lot, and after each death, I played the next life better. This cave had booby traps. This cave had a lot of Draugrs, and even a restless one, which was a difficult task to overcome. But none of them lived up to what was next. What the fuck is this? Examining each wall thoroughly, trying to see if I could come up with anything to help me with this combination, I decided I would just use brute force and test out every combination I could until the door finally opened. Entering what looks like it could be the final part of the cave, something strange started to happen. Word of power learned. Force. Unrelenting force. Okay, my sword is doing nothing to this overlord. Brother, what was that? Oh, my HP is very low. Alright, I timed that terribly. I'm out of healing potions. This is gonna suck. Scroll of Fireball, 50 points of damage. Ooh, this actually might be good to use for a first attack. Give me the words. But now I'm prepared for him. Okay, that actually did some damage. My first thought with this range attack is to gain some distance. Oh shit. I don't know how to let down my bow. Alright, so that attack has some distance to it. And I'm letting him get way too close. Damn. Even from there it can reach me? Obviously there is some sort of cooldown though. And his attacks come with making a noise, so I might be able to dodge. Good thing I have so many arrows. Oh, I'm actually stuck. He's gonna kill me on my second attempt if I can't find the range of that attack. My HP is way too low. Alright, I don't think I can survive another one. Yeah, this is where I die. Unless he gets stuck by a rock and I dodge. Which he's not. Alright, third time's a charm. Again, we are going to equip the fireball. Now we play the bridge. I'm just going to have to hop back and forth. At least this allows me to learn the bow. Almost dodged that one. Dodged that one. I'm just gonna have to play these rocks. And we got him. We got him. Oh, I hope he has something good. Ancient Nord Great Sword of Cold. Value isn't great. It's a two-handed sword, and the weight is expected, but the damage is our best weapon yet. Still don't know if 19 is great, but I'll take it along with me anyways. Holding the two-hander makes me think of builds. Off rip, I can tell you that a two-hander build doesn't interest me in the slightest. I don't know what you'd call it in this game. I would actually lean more towards a one-handed sword and a shield, or if there is a way to wield two swords, that would also be badass. But I also don't know about magic yet, and the role it plays to this game. But I did see a section, I just need to actually go through it. After many deaths, many strategies, and running away, I used my environment to yet again come out on top. We finally made it back to Skyrim, where we now have to track all the way back to Jarl to deliver the golden claw or something. I really hope that this is what he needs. I came across the Guardian Stones, but I realized this time they actually do something. The 3 Guardian Stones all offer a unique blessing. The Sign of Mage allows you to learn magic skills 20% faster. The Warrior Stone allows you to learn combat skills 20% faster. And truthfully, the Thief Stone probably does something 20% faster, but it didn't interest me in the slightest. I have had my ass handed to me ever since choosing survival mode, so I need strength. Although, maybe I could just steal some food with some thievery, and it might even out. Won't have to buy all this food. After stopping in Riverwood, I had a chance to sleep, which brought me to the skills menu with a chance to level up. I figured it was a good chance to raise my health since Bleak Falls wasn't very nice to me, but maybe I'll add some levels of stamina and magicka in the future. Do we keep the golden claw? I was just thinking about it, but if we ever run into that door again, it would be pretty useful to have, unless there are multiple in the world. I also think part of me is just kind of panicking that this isn't the treasure that we needed, because going back would not be fun. Oh wow, the combination to the door is literally on the claw. I probably sat there for like 10 to 15 minutes trying out every code, and you're gonna tell me it's right on the claw? Note to self, examine shit. After delivering the Dragonstone, we were redirected to finding Jarl, to which he wanted us to...
I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon.
Well, you know what that means. Time to go sleep, eat, and head out to face the dragon. What does that mean right there? What is brown rot? After deciding to sleep, I put all my attention towards curing my brown rot. In between finding a cure, I was going shop to shop, selling off some items for some gold. I had people around town telling me I looked sickly, so it kind of became concerning.
How do you feel? I think you might be sick.
One thing I noticed is that even after eating food, the red bar on my health was not going away. So I hit what I would call a apothecary in hopes of finding something to help my problem. Noticing a cure disease potion, I figured it might be the solution to my problem, but it also cost 239 gold. So I opted in for a potentially cheaper route with a potion of healing. Then I started to have second thoughts. The red from my stamina bar didn't show any signs of backing off, and now I've just spent all of my money. Upset with my decision of going the cheaper route, I decided I would log off and give my brain a break. Coming back to the game, I realized normally this signifies hunger, and what I ate last time wasn't nothing cooked, just cabbage and other sorts of raw veggies. So I bought some meat, shopped for some salt pile, and cooked up something that satisfies hunger. After eating, I watched my green gauge go back up. I learned that cooked meals restore more points of hunger compared to other meals. So Yorker meat, for example, restores 18, while cabbage restores 2. Could I still have brown rot? Yes. Did my cure fix it? I don't know. But what I do know is I just did a lot of shit for possibly nothing. A lot of money wasted. So I left for Whiterun, hankering for a fight. Deciding to go on a little adventure before some dragon slaying, I stumbled upon the bandit camp. Going to try to use the elevation to my advantage and take out as many as I can on the way. The game really allows me to use my environment. Okay, that's one down. And the rest must be hiding. Alright, I'm actually gonna have to go down there and fight. Alright, I'll just loot this body. But she's obviously around here somewhere. The electricity in this weapon is really useful. Really useful. I just wish it was a little stronger. Well, since the horse doesn't have an owner anymore, does that mean it's mine? Oh wow, so this game even has poachers. I am getting better with this bow. I could actually say I'm confident now. But for now, I'll loot these guys and make my way towards the dragon. I have a sneaking suspicion this is going to be either really easy because it's our first dragon, or insanely hard, long, drawn out fight. Alright, so the dragon is on top of the tower. Damn it, again. I don't know how to let this bow down. Man, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to hit this dragon or do any damage. If this dragon's going to land consistently, I'll just let the arrows rain. Barely escaped that one. I don't know if these iron arrows are actually really doing much damage, but at least I'm trying here. Oh, its head is bloody, and it's really focusing on the guys on the ground. I mean, they probably are doing most damage. Archery increased to 24. RuneScape's highest is 99. I wonder if Skyrim does 100. Alright, Skyrim NPCs putting in that work. Time to loot. It actually panned out how I figured. Easy, as it's the first dragon kill of the game, but...
What's happening?
Everybody, get back!
What? Is there another one? Get back. I'm too heavy to run. Do dragons explode after death? What the hell is happening? Oh, this is like that word of power we learned. Dragon soul absorbed. Use the shout section of the magic menu to equip your unrelenting force. The dragon's body is already bones. Words of power learned, unrelenting force. Alright. Well, let's learn the unrelenting force.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
Dragonborns?
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power.
Oh shit. We can slay dragons and steal their power?
Father used to tell stories about the dragon.
Damn, so we really are the main character. From prisoner to Dragonborn. Well, that was awesome.